Should you be on statins? Today on Oz, Dr. Oz cuts through the confusion and misinformation. 3 rules to know before you start a statin. Plus, you've made the Total 10 Rapid Weight Loss Plan a hit, but you're probably desperate for a sugar fix. Easy ways to satisfy your sweet tooth and still lose weight.
That's really good. That's how you lose 11 pounds.
Coming up next on Dr. Oz.
Get comfortable. Let's face it, it's a vulnerable moment when you stand in your doctor's office and are told you need to go on a serious medication, like a statin. But today, I want to cut through all the confusion and misinformation to empower you in a whole new way. Most medical experts agree. Statins can be a powerful tool in your doctor's arsenal to fight cardiovascular disease and stroke. They lower artery clogging cholesterol in your blood by reducing the amount of cholesterol produced by your liver. Yet, for all the good statins can do, there are concerns about side effects. Research shows that statins have been linked to liver damage and muscle pain. They may also increase blood sugar levels, which can lead to diabetes. And some patients report memory loss and confusion after taking statins. So today, if your doctor wants to write you a prescription, there are 3 rules you need to know before you take a statin. So everyone grab a pen. Here's my first rule. Never use statins as a Band-Aid for heart disease. Now I'm joined by Nicole, Sherry, and Kristen. Like so many of you, they were all prescribed statins, and I want to hear from each of them why they were put at least offered this prescription. So Nicole, let's start with you. What's your story?
I have high cholesterol. I was diagnosed a year ago. I've been taking statins for the past year. High heart disease and high blood pressure runs in my family. My mom passed away of heart disease at a very young age.
Sorry.
And I continue to take it to monitor my cholesterol.
All right, so Nicole, you're sort of a special category here.
Yes.
Now I'm going to emphasize what makes you special is not being prescribed a statin, nor having high cholesterol. You had a loved one, your mom in particular, died young.
Yes.
And you said young, that's important too. So a relative who dies young is a really important, in fact, it's the most important predictor that your cholesterol might be an issue. So for you, statins make a ton of sense.
Yes.
And I wouldn't have any argument with that at all, and I think it's pretty cut and dry. But that's not always the case. So I'm going to make sure everyone remembers Nicole. Sherry, why were you prescribed a statin?
I was prescribed a statin about 10 years ago, even though my cholesterol is borderline. But my problem is high blood pressure.
So that happens a lot. Doctors think you got high blood pressure. That's a risk factor for heart disease. The cholesterol, it's close enough that maybe we can help a little bit. And Krista, why were you prescribed a statin?
I was prescribed a statin because I'm a type 2 diabetic, and we've been trying to get it under control with diet and exercise. I'd prefer to do that, lifestyle changes, because I'd rather not be on medication for the rest of my life.
So we just heard 3 different stories, folks. We heard heart disease, which I'm okay with taking a statin on. You got cholesterol issues. We heard about hypertension, and we heard about diabetes. Let's come over here. I'm going to explain why statins are not a quick fix for all types of heart disease. I wish it was that easy. You guys can join me. Come on over. Statins mainly target one risk factor, cholesterol, right? It's all about the cholesterol. All 3 of you have cholesterol issues, although it's borderline, a little bit high, not sure, etc. So there are other things that cause heart disease besides the high cholesterol. Statins treat that one very well. But high blood sugar and high blood pressure aren't directly treated by a statin. Frankly, statins help overall, but they don't treat those basic issues. So taking statins gives everyone a false sense of security that if you don't lower your high blood pressure, your high blood sugar, you're still okay because you're still on a statin. I tell you, folks, these are still time bombs. They are really time bombs. They can go off and explode in you and cause all kinds of other issues independent of your cholesterol problems. So I want you to think about that the next time you think about statins. Don't think of them as a Band-Aid. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank
Now, there are other things that you and everyone else can do. This leads me to item number 2, that you have to tell your doctor that you want to try a lifestyle change for 3 months before taking a statin. And joining me now to discuss what those life changes really are, Dr. Holly Anderson, the director of the Perlman Heart Institute at New York Presbyterian Medical Center. There are some folks, like Nicole, the young loved one who died, who absolutely should be on statins. What are the other categories that for you as a cardiologist make it really easy to determine?
People who have had established heart disease, heart attack, or strokes, or people who have had multiple high risk factors should be on a statin. But it's the moderate to lower risk people that we need to determine who should benefit.
And lifestyle, and you've talked about this a lot publicly, you think is actually much more important than statins.
Lifestyle always trumps the medicine, okay? Medicines are used in addition to healthy lifestyle to help us fight disease and live longer. Physical activity is the fountain of youth. It's good for the brain, it's good for the heart, it's good for your mood, it's good for stress reduction and sleep, all of which are incredibly healthy for your heart and for your survival. And you are what you eat. Diet is incredibly important, and it's not just about what you weigh, it's what you eat.
Let's get into that issue, because a lot of folks say, okay, have a heart-healthy diet and exercise. That makes sense, but those are big words. But let's get to the details. You have actually a big beef. You think there's a misconception about oatmeal.
You know, when it first came out that oatmeal was so healthy for your heart and you could lower your cholesterol, people were eating big oatmeal muffins or oat bran muffins with butter and sugar in it that were not helping. And similarly, instant oatmeal that's highly processed loses much of its nutritional value, and oftentimes there's added salt and sugar. So stick with the steel-cut oatmeal or the oat bran that's high in nutrition, has a lot of soluble fiber that will help you lower cholesterol.
And you also pair it up with oranges. Why is that?
It's wonderful to pair it up with an orange because oranges also have soluble fiber, and that will also help you lower cholesterol. But additionally, it is packed with antioxidants that help you fight disease in the aging process.
So a lot of folks say, lifestyle. Doctor always says, how important could it be? These two little changes, having the right kind of oatmeal with vitamin C, like in an orange, can reduce your lousy LDL cholesterol by 10 to 15%. That's actually a huge difference. I wish you'd get those kind of differences normally. What else do you have here in the healthy diet category?
We love fish. We recommend at least 2 servings of fish on every week, and salmon is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, and this will help lower your blood pressure. It also helps your heart and prevents heart attacks and strokes.
And nuts have omega-3s also?
I love nuts, especially almonds and walnuts, because it makes your blood vessels healthier, it improves your cholesterol, and there are studies that show people that eat a handful of nuts on most days live longer with less heart disease.
So rule of thumb, I want you to ask your doctor for a 3-month reprieve. For all those of you who have been put on cholesterol medications or who have been given prescriptions for them, give yourself 3 months. Try the things you're talking about now, and then return to the doctor and see, do you still need the statin? Oftentimes, you'll move yourself out of that category. Kristen, can you make a commitment to do these things before going on the statins?
Absolutely. Coming from you, sure.
Okay. Yeah, one more client. Come on over here. My final rule may be the most important one. You got to weigh the risks and benefits of the drugs. All right, so there are some side effects that are pretty common. We talked about these very briefly, liver damage, muscle pains, diabetes, even this memory loss issue that a lot of folks know about now. How do you weigh the risks and benefits, acknowledging that there are some risks?
There are some risks and benefits, but it is a very important drug to treat the most common disease there is. If you're at high risk or have disease, they weigh in your favor. But if you're at moderate or low risk, you really need to talk to your doctor and look at your overall risk. You can't just look at the number of your cholesterol. And what we're using more and more now are non-invasive imaging to look at the arteries in your neck or your heart to see if there's any plaque there.
It's an interesting point. What's the best way to tell if you have heart disease? To look, right? Just look. We have technology that didn't exist 10 years ago that were readily available, like taking a picture of the arteries of your neck, no radiation. See if there's plaque there. If there's plaque there, then it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, I want to take some cholesterol-lowering drugs, but if I don't have any plaque, all these other factors are independent issues for me. I don't have to deal with the cholesterol quite as much. So I've given you 3 rules today that can help you cut through the confusion and misconceptions about some of the healthiest choices you can make for yourself. You can get the full guide to statins on droz.com. I'll be right back.
What's your favorite healthy Oz-approved snack?
I love kale. Obviously, I eat it in my salads and as a side dish, but I also love it as a snack. I bake it in the oven and make it into chips. Delicious and super healthy.
Share yours on Facebook.com/Dr. Oz. Next, you're doing so well on the Total 10 Rapid Weight Loss Plan, and now you're in need of a serious sugar fix. Learn the tricks that satisfy even the most self-proclaimed sugar addicts. Delicious recipes to cure your cravings and keep you motivated to stick to the plan. Next. All new Dr. Oz. Award-winning actress Glenn Close on the medical disorder that nearly destroyed her family and how she found the courage to save her sister's life. Plus, over 1 million of you are on Total 10. It's not too late to get on board. See easy 10-minute breakfast ideas to rev up your metabolism first thing in the morning. All new Dr. Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
It's the new year, and you want to lose weight. I get it. That's why I'm here to help you with the Total 10 Rapid Weight Loss Plan. This has been a year in the making. Over 2 million of you participated, and this new plan should give you the results you've been looking for. In just a few weeks, you could lose up to 10 pounds. No clubs, no fees, just medically sound, real advice. Start the plan now. What are you waiting for? Join me all this January. Happy EU Year. Is our biggest weight loss plan to date, the Total 10 Rapid Weight Loss Plan. Tons of you are on the plan, and at this point, you all deserve a sugar fix. In fact, you need a sugar fix. Today, easy ways to get your sugar fix and still lose weight. Sarah, Amanda, and Claudia started the Total 10 plan together. They're all self-proclaimed sugar addicts. So Sarah, when did you feel you needed that sugar fix
I
most?
felt I needed the sugar fix the most around lunchtime, and ladies, when it's around that time of the month.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely needed that sugar fix. I needed it so bad.
And Amanda, what is it about sugar that you have to have?
I'm a chocolate person. So like when my day is over and I'm sitting on the couch, I go for chocolate. And especially around that time of the month or when I'm really stressed out, you know, chocolate's my go-to.
And Claudia, how about you? When did you need it the most, and what was it about sugar that just hit the spot?
Well, in the program, probably by day 3, I was starting to miss a little something. But for me, at the end of my day, everybody's put to bed, the kids are all down. That's the time I like a little sweet, and I needed something.
Here's the deal. At this point in the plan, sugar cravings are a natural side effect, and there are foods on the plan that can help everyone with sugar cravings. A sugar fix ends up being your lifeline. You can use it once a week during the plan. You're not going to turn to it every day, or guess what? You will not have rapid weight loss. You'll have the opposite, rapid weight gain. All of my guests have found wonderful ways to get their sugar fixes. Today, we're going to share their secrets with you. Sarah, we'll start with you. Come on over here. We'll walk you all over. I've got 3 examples that everyone's going to adore. Now, Sarah apparently lost, if I'm correct, 11 pounds.
11 pounds.
Congratulations. So you crave sugar.
Yes, I do.
So what was your favorite go-to?
My favorite go-to is ice cream. Love butter almond, love cookies and cream, some chocolate, some cheesecake.
They're not in the plan, are they? Yeah. So how'd you replace your ice cream?
I replaced my ice cream with banana, almond milk, cocoa powder, and liquid stevia.
You just mix it together?
Mix it all together, and voila, it's all simple, very easy to get to at the supermarket, and with me being a mom of 3 small children, makes it even easier for me to make.
So I brought my spoon in my pocket.
You brought your spoon. Where's my spoon? Wait, where's my spoon?
You don't get. You get to hit. I'll leave the whole thing with you. How's that?
No,
All right,
I want my spoon.
You know what it tastes like already. Here, take the spoon.
I want.
So greedy.
Like it?
Oh, it's really good.
Okay.
That's really good. That's how you lose 11 pounds. Next up is Amanda. You lost 9 pounds.
11.
You lost 11 too? Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your usual sugar fix, and how'd you replace it?
I am a fudge girl. So I reach for coconut chocolate, almond chocolate, anything chocolate, fudge, Hershey's fudge.
So what did you replace it with?
Fudge.
You made fudge?
I made fudge.
This is made for the plan?
This is made from the plan. Everything in here is on the plan. We have dates, cocoa powder, raspberries, pumpkin, almond butter, and beans. And then you have your almond milk. You take that, you put it in a food processor, you blend it up until it's creamy, throw it on a baking sheet, stick it in the freezer, and keep it frozen because it does melt.
You should taste this. This is really good.
It's really good, and if you
tastes
wanted
like
a little
ice cream
bit
brownie.
a little bit sweeter, you could always add more dates. If you want to do a darker chocolate, you could do the dark cocoa powder.
You've worked it all out, haven't you?
I've worked it all out.
This thing about craving something, you do it right.
It is.
This is a very, very good sheet. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And finally, Claudia, I'm not even going to guess how much you lost. What's your weight now?
Don't ask that question.
How much have
10
you
pounds
lost?
down.
Thank you very much.
Down. Very happy. What we've decided here is that this is a sorbet. It's pumpkin. So again, with
is that what your sweet fix is, sorbets?
You know what? It isn't, and I'll tell you. It started out this way, but when the weather turns and it's cold rather, I love it heated. So I'm going to tell you 2 things. We've got this as it sits, which is pumpkin. We've got some cocoa milk. We've got a little cinnamon for up top and some ground fresh ginger. Put them all together, put it in a container in the freezer, keep it slushy, and then you have this.
Someone took my spoon, so.
I know, that's so awful, but I think you'll improvise.
That ginger is really good in there.
It is, it's delicious, but can I tell you another thing?
Please.
I love pumpkin pie, so what I decided to do is, again, with our ingredients, I used almond milk instead of the coconut, and then I didn't have to use any stevia. You can use a little stevia in here, but I didn't use it. And instead of the ginger, I used nutmeg.
Nutmeg, is that the secret ingredient?
That was for me. And then I used a little bit of egg white, mixed it together, put it in a ramekin, and put it in the oven, and it was pumpkin pie. So that's pumpkin pie.
You guys will keep sharing these ideas. I want these on DrOz.com. Very well done. So here's the good news for everybody. It's not too late. It's never too late for you to get on board and become one of these success stories. You go to DrOz.com, do it right now, and download the Total 10 Rapid Weight Loss Plan. And while you're there, check out my Pinterest page for more ways to get your sugar fixes to keep you motivated. And please tell me yours, like these wonderful women have today. Tomorrow, if you're looking for new breakfast options, I've got the perfect meals to start your day. Be right back.
Are artificial sweeteners still in your diet?
Nope, I eat clean. Sweetness can come from fruits and other natural foods. It's like a drug. You need to wean yourself off of it.
Pledge to cut artificial sweeteners out of your life with #PacketPledge. Coming up, feeling awkward about your next trip to the gynecologist? Wondering what your doctor is actually thinking? Find out if your most embarrassing concerns are even worth agonizing over, and learn what issues are really important to your doctor. Next. All new Dr. Oz. Award-winning actress Glenn Close on a medical disorder that nearly destroyed her family and how she found the courage to save her sister's life. Plus, over 1 million of you are on Total 10. It's not too late to get on board. See easy 10-minute breakfast ideas to rev up your metabolism first thing in the morning. All new Dr. Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
It's the new year, and you want to lose weight. I get it. That's why I'm here to help you with the Total 10 Rapid Weight Loss Plan. This has been a year in the making. Over 2 million of you participated, and this new plan should give you the results you've been looking for. In just a few weeks, you could lose up to 10 pounds. No clubs, no fees, just medically sound, real advice. Start the plan now. What are you waiting for? Join me all this January. Happy You Year. A visit to the gynecologist may be awkward for some women, but chances are your concerns don't even cross your doctor's mind.
I know she's totally looking at this overdue pedicure and thinking, ew.
Oh my God, I think he's looking at the cellulite on my thighs.
I wonder if she can tell I gained weight since my last visit. She's totally questioning my hygiene right now. Oh my God, I forgot to shave down there. Oh, she's in for a rude awakening.
Dr. Rebecca Brightman, Dr. Evelyn Minaya, Dr. Margaret Nachtigall are here. They're all going to tell you what they're really thinking about your biggest concerns at the gynecologist's office. The good news, it's not what you think. Okay, doctors, you all saw this little piece we put together, which are pretty earnest and I think accurate descriptions of what folks are thinking. Any ideas, thoughts?
People really think that we're worried about their grooming. We live in an era where women just want to get rid of their hair, and the truth is we all have hair, we all have pubic hair, but women these days really want to get rid of it, especially women, younger women. And the truth is the hair is there for a purpose. It protects the underlying skin, and really, unless a woman has a problem as a result of waxing or lasering or using a depilatory, we're not worried about that. And we really want to get to the heart of the exam, her history, her family's history, her medications, what's new. We want to go ahead and do the exam. We're not judging her.
Yeah, and you know what, and truth be told, and ladies know it, honestly speaking, I feel very flattered. You'll shave for me, but you won't shave for your partners? That's pretty good. I thank you for that. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
No, we're just there to be informed, talk about prevention, treatment, how can we help them, it really doesn't matter if they're groomed or not.
So we did a little survey on DrOz.com, and the results show that 71% of women shave or wax their legs in bikini area before they go to the gynecologist. Isn't that remarkable?
I believe it. People are always apologizing for their pedicures. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
I don't care. You don't want me to take off my shoes right now, do you?
No.
You know, I mean, we're all the same women. We're all the same thing. You know, we're there to help you, just like what Dr. Nachtigall said. And, we take pride in really forming a wonderful relationship with you, that you can be open and honest and not feel embarrassed. You're already vulnerable as it is. Honestly, we really don't care. If we really cared, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
It's true.
All right, ready for the next survey
absolutely.
result? This is a little more startling to me. The poll showed that 82% of women would cancel your gynecologist appointment if you are having your period. Dr. Minaya, what do you think about that?
You know what, I'll tell you that is the most common cause of my cancellations, certainly. And I tell you, not always, especially with the advent of these newer pap smears. They're put in formaldehyde, so in liquid, so that even if you did have your period, it all gets siphoned off. The only times that you really shouldn't come in, when you do have your period, and always call anyway, is when I'm retesting you for an abnormal pap, or if you want to be tested for sexually transmitted infections. Sometimes, because the culture is so bloody, you really can't get a good culture. So you need to be repeated. And again, that gives you a little bit more anxiety that you really don't have to go through.
All right, this question got me a little off guard. Our DrOz.com poll showed that 19% of you lie to your gynecologist. You lie to them about your sexual history. That 19% is a very different number than the 80% things I was seeing. You think they're lying about being too much or too little? Dr. Nachtigall?
It's probably both.
You think that's right?
Yeah,
definitely
right?
both.
I think it's both ways.
They're
I think,
embarrassed.
this is, just as you said, I think this is a great point, that we really want our patients to be honest. We want to be honest with our patients. We want our patients to be honest with us about everything, because really it's all about a
And
dialogue.
who's going to walk into the office and
it's
say,
all about communication.
no one's been down there in the last 2 years? No
My
one's-
patient does. My patients do.
They say that?
Yes,
So you may see some cobwebs.
Yes,
absolutely.
Or the Rolex that you lost.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it really is important, because the number of sexual partners you have, the more you have, the more risks there are in terms of developing sexually transmitted infections. So we really do want to know about this, and because we will test. And I think it really is important. And I think it's important for all patients to really feel comfortable with their doctors. Their doctor should not be there to judge them. It's there to really be part of a team. Yes. We're really a team together. And so I really want my patients to feel comfortable telling me anything, talking about anything. And I think the one thing that patients should know is that whatever they say with their doctor, it's completely confidential.
Yes.
We are not going to tell anybody. You
don't
can
talk about it with each
burn my
other?
feet, and I will not tell anyone.
No.
You absolutely.
Passionately stated. Thank you to all three of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank you.
it. Hopefully we'll alleviate some of the anxiety that a lot of you feel before visiting your gynecologist. Remember, your doctor's always thinking, how can I help you? Be right back.
Tell us, have you recently busted a health myth?
I always thought to get lean abs I would have to do lots of crunches. Not true. I started doing more cardio and I'm more defined all over.
Share your myths on Facebook.com/Dr. Oz. Next, are you tired of trying to cover up your varicose veins? Sick of using products that don't deliver results? We're revealing the best treatments for every body and any budget. Stop feeling self-conscious and start showing a little leg. Next. All new Dr. Oz. Award-winning actress Glenn Close on the medical disorder that nearly destroyed her family and how she found the courage to save her sister's life. Plus, over 1 million of you are on Total 10. It's not too late to get on board. See easy 10-minute breakfast ideas to rev up your metabolism first thing in the morning. All new Dr. Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
It's the new year, and you want to lose weight. I get it. That's why I'm here to help you with the Total 10 Rapid Weight Loss Plan. This has been a year in the making. Over 2 million of you participated, and this new plan should give you the results you've been looking for. In just a few weeks, you could lose up to 10 pounds. No clubs, no fees, just medically sound, real advice. Start the plan now. What are you waiting for? Join me all this January. Happy New Year. More than 20 million of you are looking for a way to erase your varicose veins. But treatments aren't always one size fits all. And today, we're going to help you decide which one is right for you. So Kristen Instagrammed me this photo, and she wrote, "This is a picture of me covered up in 85-degree heat. I am tired of being self-conscious of my varicose veins. Can you help?" Well, Kristen is here. I'm glad to see you're not bundled up today. Would you mind sharing the audience that you wouldn't share on Instagram?
Right, right. Lovely veins, as you can see right here, in the back of my leg.
So just notice there's subtle differences. You know, some are these sort of blue ones, and they're sort of turning a little bit the other way.
Yep.
There's some sort of reddish, purplish ones. And then there are also these big rope ones, which you don't have, that some people have. So you have to figure out what kind of vein you have a little bit. What are you looking for in treatment? What's the most important issue?
Just instant results, you know, something that works quickly. I'm just tired of covering up with self-tanner and leg makeup and, you know, those creams that are supposed to fade your veins, those kinds of things. I just want something that's going to work.
Yeah, a lot of those don't work very well. Come over here. I think the best treatment, if you want really fast, instantaneous results, is something that's been used for a long time, but we're getting better at it. It's called sclerotherapy.
Okay.
So I'm going to describe to you why you got those veins, and then how sclerotherapy works, if it's okay. So this is, you know, you're someone sitting on this park bench, and when you sit, your valves normally function normally. The blood goes up to the heart, the valves close, so the blood doesn't go back to your legs.
Right.
When those valves get destroyed, genetics will do it, sometimes illnesses will do it, pregnancy, you'll end up with these big, large veins that look like little snakes or worms under your skin because the valves have broken. They, on the surface, would look like this. Sclerotherapy takes a needle, which I'm magnifying a lot here, but imagine it's a tiny itty-bitty mosquito-like needle, stab it into the vein, and then you inject this solution, which begins to irritate the lining of those veins. When the lining is irritated by this solution, they scar. They begin to collapse down. They're so irritated, they shrivel up, and then they get ultimately resorbed by the tissue. They sort of get swallowed up and eventually fade away, so they look like that. So it's done by a dermatologist, it's done by plastic surgeons, vascular surgeons. But here are what the results usually look like. So here's what some veins that's sort of like yours, and that's someone who's had one treatment of sclerotherapy.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
I'm ready.
Would that beat the winter clothes?
Yeah, and I could, I could wear not a maxi dress cover up when I go to the beach.
Yeah.
So
So done all over the country, not very expensive. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank
Good luck
you.
to you.
Thanks,
Stay well.
guys.
Next up, Judy joins us. Like a lot of you, she's looking for a way to erase her veins, but on a budget. So you have a strategy for this? What's bothering you about your veins?
Well, they're not that dark, but they bother me, and I worry that in the future they're going to get worse. And right now, I just don't want to break the bank in trying to fix them.
All right. So there's something that can help you. It's very inexpensive. Fix them from the inside out. It's not as fast and as quick as the sclerotherapy I showed, but this is called Butcher's Broom Tea. It's a perfect name. Go ahead and take a taste, see if you like it. It works in a cool way. Please do. It actually works to sort of stimulate the creation of certain types of good steroids. You want these steroids because they actually will help the veins maintain their integrity, help those valves function correctly. It also temporarily shrinks the veins a little bit, squeezes the blood out. And remember, the smaller they are, the smaller they want to stay. So you won't get that twisted bulge. You can tame those bad boys if you do it the right way.
Dr. Oz, if I just have to drink a tea to get rid of my varicose veins, I will drink this tea for the rest of my life.
All right. So you got to do it twice a day. That's the deal. And give it a shot.
You got a deal.
You can't beat the price. It's about $10.
Wow.
Thanks very much, Judy. All right. Now, a lot of you are waiting for a non-invasive treatment to erase your veins, but you don't want to spend a lot of time doing it. So now we have a brand new solution. Joining me is dermatologist Dr. Howard Sobel, who has the idea that I've been waiting to talk about in the show for a long time. So, by the way, your patient Anna is here. You doing okay, Anna?
Sure.
Are you okay, or did they anesthetize you? You're all right?
No, I'm all right.
She's okay. Dr. Sobel, what do you have for us?
This is the newest XLV laser. It's a laser that's been approved by the FDA for treating spider veins and the medium-sized veins, those varicosities that annoy patients. So we're going to treat Anna today, and you're going to see the blood vessel disappear instantly. It's going to get darker, and the way it works, it absorbs the hemoglobin from the blood vessel, destroys the blood vessel by heating up the blood vessel wall, and over the week or two, it's just going to disappear. And it's the newest and the latest, and it works along with all the other therapies that you've just mentioned.
So you're using the varicose vein against itself. All right, so everyone in the front row has glasses, protective glasses. You don't have to put these on at home, obviously. I'm going to put mine on as well, and you have all yours. I'll hold your hands, or I'll hold you down, whichever is appropriate.
Okay, does everyone have the glasses on? Okay, great.
Is this going to hurt, or should I
It feels a little like a rubber band snapping, slightly. Not terribly, not painful.
And it will do quality control, what you're saying.
Okay, you can put it, is it on? Yep. Ready to go? You can see the light. Okay, now you're going to see the blood vessel wall. It's going to get a little darker. Here we go.
And why do you want it to get darker? I thought you were going to get it to go away.
Because what's happening is you're just coagulating the blood within the blood vessel wall. So the blood is coagulated, and so the blood vessel shrinks, and then over a period of weeks, it just dissipates. The body absorbs it as you would absorb a bruise.
Can I see it again?
Yes. The smaller blood vessels on your face when you do this disappear instantly. But these blood vessels are big enough that, see, some of them did go away. You will see some of them will actually disappear, some of them will get darker. But over a period of weeks, it continues to work because the blood in that blood vessel wall coagulates and the blood vessel is destroyed. And it could take weeks.
Anna, how's that feel?
It's no pain at all. It just feels like massages.
Like a massage?
Yeah.
Never heard of a treatment called a massage. Well, I guess it's obviously, minimally invasive or non-invasive in order to evoke that response.
There's no recovery. Okay, so you'll see some will disappear, as you could see here. Some went away instantly. The majority take a couple weeks to go away.
Can you do one of these?
See, they're a little darker.
This is a different kind. I'm curious how that works.
Okay.
Who is not a candidate for this kind of a laser?
Someone that's pregnant, someone that has those big, large, ropey blood vessels, that's not going to happen. Everyone have the glasses on? Okay, good. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, I see it more now. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, can you see it?
Yeah, that went away.
Okay, that went away, but it turns a little darker. It almost looks a little bruise-like.
And what does the procedure cost?
Around $500, and it depends. Some people want to get a whole thigh done, their whole leg, or some people want to get their whole body done because they have a lot of varicosities, so it may cost a little more. So it really depends, but an average treatment would be about $500.
All right, so I wanted to show you guys what happens after treatment. So this is veins on a woman before she had 2 treatments of the XLV laser, and this is what it looks like afterwards. That, to me, is a fabulous response. Anna, thank you, Dr. Sobel. I appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Have you ever had a varicose vein procedure? What was your experience like?
I had one several years ago and was terrified. I loathe any kind of medical procedure, but I was surprised at how easily it went.
Share your experience on Facebook.com/Dr. Oz. Next, a retired teacher, a driving force in educating children in need.
Helping one kid, one family at a time.
The ultimate act of kindness, spending her life savings to invest in their future. Lessons we can all learn from. Next. All new Dr. Oz. Award-winning actress Glenn Close on a medical disorder that nearly destroyed her family and how she found the courage to save her sister's life. Plus, over 1 million of you are on Total 10. It's not too late to get on board. See easy 10-minute breakfast ideas to rev up your metabolism first thing in the morning. All new Dr. Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
It's the new year, and you want to lose weight. I get it. That's why I'm here to help you with the Total 10 Rapid Weight Loss Plan. This has been a year in the making. Over 2 million of you participated, and this new plan should give you the results you've been looking for. In just a few weeks, you could lose up to 10 pounds. No clubs, no fees, just medically sound, real advice. Start the plan now. What are you waiting for? Join me all this January. Happy New Year. How one woman's selfless act of kindness serves as a driving force in educating children in need. Literally. At 78 years old, she took her life savings, and instead of spending it on herself, she decided to make an investment of a lifetime.
I'm Estellas Brilliant, and this is my Brilliant Bus. Come roll with me.
Estellas Brilliant Bus is not just any bus. It's a movement. After 50 years of working in the Florida school system, Estellas Bus is her answer to a problem that's plagued underprivileged communities for far too long.
Most of the kids that I serve, the parents have to make a decision between buying the extra things like computers and putting food on their tables.
Estellas Brilliant Bus is a high-tech mobile learning center that travels to communities to provide computer and internet services where they're needed.
As I was coming up, we lived in the project. And we learned to share, we learned how to help each other and how to give back. I'm trying to bridge the gap between those who have and those who have not. That's my passion and that's my vision.
But turning that vision into reality wasn't easy. 3 years ago, at 74 years of age, Estella convinced her husband, Willie, to take a risk.
We were not wealthy. School teachers don't make a lot of money. But we invested, we bought property, and my husband and I have done well.
With both of them already in retirement, they used nearly every penny they had, including their pension, almost $1 million, and invested it in the Brilliant Bus.
We've been married for 56 years, and all of our lives together, she's been into the giving mode.
Estella got her drive from her parents, who were migrant workers with only a 4th grade education.
One of the things my father strongly believed in was we could dream big, and that we could make those dreams become a reality. Good afternoon, boys and girls.
Now Estella's making sure these kids understand that too.
When I look in the mirror, what do I see?
What do I see?
A brilliant mind.
A brilliant mind.
Looking back at me.
Looking back at me.
I like this bus because it has computers for kids who don't have some at home.
I think it's educational and you can learn about technology.
People say to me, why are you doing this? The problem is just too big. You can't help everybody. And my attitude is, I'm going to try to make a difference, helping one kid, one family at a time.
What a great story. Estella's joining us. So you taught for over 50 years, but retirement was just not an option for you. You wanted to keep working with these kids. Why is that?
I'm very passionate about what I do. I grew up in the project, and in the projects, we help each other. And I think living in the project and people helping each other, it inspired me and transformed me into who I am today. And my father always say, help each other because that's somebody's child. So we can never do enough.
Beautifully
Look
stated.
at me. I have nothing. And the fact that we grew up very poor, and he said to us, if you can dream it, you can believe it, and you're willing to work to make it happen, you can achieve it. Failure was not an option.
So Estella's daughter, Karen, wanted to be here today. Karen, I would love to hear your thoughts, your words for your mom. How does it make you feel when you hear these stories?
Well, Mom has been a true inspiration to me. She's been giving all of our lives. She's been doing for others. And I'm very proud of her, and she knows I love her. Those shoes she have are some big shoes to fill, which I don't think I'll ever be able to do, but I'm just really proud of her, and I love her dearly.
What's it like to hear that from your daughter? It's hard to get compliments from a daughter like that.
I'm touched to hear that from my daughter. While you work and do other things for other people, you want to make sure that you don't leave your kids behind, that you stay in their lives and give them quality time, and I did that. Thank you, Sean.
So you've dedicated your life to teaching. All these wonderful things you've been able to share with kids, but you probably learned a few things along the way. What do you think is the most important lesson that you have in your life, at least up till now?
I learned that the more you help others, the greater you feel inside, and the more that will come back to you.
You must feel pretty good inside. You deserve it. God bless you for what you're doing. We'll be right back. Thank you, Stella.
This season, Dr. Oz is bringing healthy back. Tell us, do you have a secret to boost energy?
As soon as I wake up, I go get a workout in, make sure I'm hydrated, and eat a solid breakfast. It keeps me humming throughout the day.
Share your tip on Facebook.com/Dr. Oz.
We are bringing healthy back this season and want you to bring it too. Grab your prescription pad for fun and sign up for free tickets today. You can go to DrOz.com/tickets and sign up. Did I get it right?
All new Dr. Oz. Award-winning actress Glenn Close on the medical disorder that nearly destroyed her family and how she found the courage to save her sister's life. Plus, over 1 million of you are on Total 10. It's not too late to get on board. See easy 10-minute breakfast ideas to rev up your metabolism first thing in the morning. All new Dr. Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
It's the new year, and you want to lose weight. I get it. That's why I'm here to help you with the Total 10 Rapid Weight Loss Plan. This has been a year in the making. Over 2 million of you participated, and this new plan should give you the results you've been looking for. In just a few weeks, you could lose up to 10 pounds. No clubs, no fees, just medically sound, real advice. Start the plan now. What are you waiting for? Join me all this January. Happy You Year.
All new Dr. Oz. Award-winning actress Glenn Close on the medical disorder that nearly destroyed her family and how she found the courage to save her sister's life. Plus, over 1 million of you are on Total 10. It's not too late to get on board. See easy 10-minute breakfast ideas to rev up your metabolism first thing in the morning. All new Dr. Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
Now it's time for, in case you missed it, first, I give you my 3 rules to know before you take a statin drug. One thing I want everyone to do is to ask your doctor about living or trying lifestyle changes for just 3 months before taking a statin. Ask for a reprieve. Give yourself a chance. You can eat a heart-healthy diet, because I know it works. We all do, and it's been tried. It's even better than the pills. So I want everyone to specifically focus on their breakfast. No more instant oatmeal, those oatmeal bran muffins. Forget that stuff. That has sugar and butter and lots of other stuff you don't want to have in there. Instead, you're going to try either oat bran for breakfast or the steel-cut oatmeal, the real stuff that has the fiber in it, and you're going to pair it with a whole orange. Together, they actually will reduce the absorption of cholesterol. In fact, it seems to reduce your lousy LDL cholesterol by up to 10 to 15%. It's a big difference. Next, we talked about solutions to get rid of your varicose veins. You don't have to put all that heavy garb on and sweat yourself because you don't want to show your legs off. While getting sclerotherapy injections or laser treatments are good options, there's also an inexpensive way to treat the problem. You can do it from the inside out with the Butcher's Broom tea. The tea acts like a steroid building block. It allows your body to stimulate vein resiliency. It also temporarily constricts the blood vessels by squeezing the blood out of them. It might tame those twisted and bulging bad boys. So you can drink this twice a day to see the best results. It costs less than $10 a box. And finally, we talked about gynecologists. We had top ones on the show today who revealed what they're really thinking, so you don't have to worry before your next appointment. So here's some of their top tips. Don't always cancel your appointment because of your period. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Don't feel like you have to lie about your sexual history. And don't worry about your grooming. We had people who were honestly talking about those things. I want to put all those worries to rest because they are not reasons for you to be anxious to reschedule your appointment. Finally, please be careful of dubious people online that make it seem like I'm endorsing their products. I don't. To see a full list of our trusted sponsors and partners, you can go to droz.com, and I'll see you next time.